person, you know what I mean? It make me say, well, this shit wasn't that bad.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to this tutorial about Brotato modding. Today we are going to create our first modded item. So first we're going to head into this folder and look at how the items are done in the code. So take acid for example. Let's open its folder. And here we have a few things. First off, we have the data file, which is the file where every information about the item is stored. So you've got the icon, which is here under the icon line. You got the ID, whether it's unlocked by default or not. This is a key that will be translated to the game language. Next you have the tier, base value, and a list of effects for this item. So just like in the game, acid gives max HP and removes dodge. And these effects are actually files, resource files that are referenced in this array. So let's have a look at the first effect. As you can see here, it uses a script named effect.gd. Now we are not going to do scripting on this video, but resources can use a variety of scripts, and the game already has a lot of effects coded in, so you might want to experiment with those to make your item. For now we're going to use the base effect, which is effect.gd, and what this does is basically just modify one stat, and this is the effect you will want to use if you just want to adjust the stats like most items do. There are multiple ways you can do that. So say I want to add another stat to acid. What I'll do is I right click on the folder where I want to add the effect, click on new resource. Here I have to type effect to bring up the list of every effect I can use. For this video I just use the base effect. Now you can name the new resource. I'll just name it effect 3. And here you should have your new effect resource. So now we are looking for the key that allows us to change the speed in game. So to find it, type run data into the file system and click on the script, run data script. Now you should head to the bottom of it and you will have a list of every stat you can modify. So what we want is to change the speed. So we'll copy it, head back into our script and type the name of the stat. Change to 5. Don't forget to add the effect to acid. And now acid should give speed. Now the way you can test if this works is locating the debug service scene, opening it, and in the debug items array you want to add the acid data. So we can start the game with it. Now we can run it, start a new game, and you should have acid as a starting item. And as you can see, it does have speed, so we did it guys, GG. Okay, so now we're going to add a new item to the game. To do that, create a new folder under items all, and name it whatever you want your new item to be called. When you've done that, go under your new folder and create a new item resource. So item data is the type of resource you want for every item you want to add into the game. Let's name it tweak data.resource. And now we should be created with this. So I've got a few assets ready. Let me just put them in. Alright. So let's give it an ID. It should be unlocked by default. Let's give it a name. It should be a common item with a base value of say 21. And now we're going to add some effects. So just as we did earlier, new resource, effect, and we'll name them exactly like in the base game. So effect 1 and effect 2. Now we've got two blank effects. Let's give them some stats. So back into run data, I want to give a twig some harvesting, which is here. And I also want to give it some luck. Okay, say it should have tree harvesting and let's say 5 luck. 5. Alright. Now in the twig data, we can add our two new effects. Okay, so now the only thing missing is the in-game appearance of the item. So I've got it here, but I can't just use it like that. What I need to do for it to be displayed on the character is a new resource called appearance. This one, item appearance data. Click it and give it a name. Now, in this, you want to add the sprite you've made for your item. So I just drag it here, and here you can choose what position it should be in. So just take whatever is closest to where it is on the sprite. This is a 150.150 PNG, and it's exactly the same as the potato image, which you should use as a reference when doing your sprites. So as you can see, this is a potato, and the twig is located on like the hair. So I'll give it a hat position with a low priority, so it doesn't cover too much of the other items. And depth, you can put whatever you want. I don't know what it. The way I understand it is any higher display priority on a given position will hide every appearance that is lower to it. And when all appearances have been hidden or shown, depth will just decide whether your appearance is in the front or in the back of every other appearance. So say the twig should have a depth of 5, let's say. The way you should decide this is actually look at other items' appearances and see if you want them to be before or after your item. Okay, so now that we've got our appearance, we can go back to our data and just add the appearance to the item appearances array. And as you can see, this is an array, so you can actually have multiple appearances for each item, even though most don't use this. So you can actually have an item that changes like eyes and mouth or eyes and head or whatever. But anyways, now we are done. What we should do is add our item to the array that lists all items in the game. So this is, let me show you. Type in item service and open the scene just like you did with debug service. And here under items, you've got a list of every item in the game. So you can just add your item into the array. So select your data and drag it into the array. When this is done, we can head back into the debug service and put our new item into there to test it. So now that we've got our new item in the debug service as well as the item service, we can just test it. We've got our new item here. It is missing its actual name, but I will show you how to do that in another video. we can see though that it does give the right stats, and it is shown on the character, although that's a bit hard to see. So yeah, that was how to create a new model item in Brotato. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.